I want to talk about Paramahansa Ramakrishna. Everybody knows about it. The first and foremost is he was in intense love with God. And he was having an intense detachment with the earthly world, either with his body or with the property. You all know about Vivekananda. Vivekananda tested him, checked him out. And when other devotees said, "How can you check out your guru like this?" Paramahansa Ramakrishna said, "Why not? Supposing you go to buy a simple mitti ka handi, how many times do you do tuck tuck to find out there is no crack? If you gotta say those days will be 10 rupees bundle, how many times do you count it? So why can't you check out your guru?" And Vivekananda saw Paramahansa Ramakrishna. He took out the earth of the river Ganges and he had some coin and he said, "Earth and money, both are same," and he threw both back to the river. Some people joked and said, you know why he did that? It's because he knew that the cost of land was going to be more than the money. It was, of course. So basically, he was totally detached. So Vivekananda did not believe in it. So what did he do? Quietly, he put some coins under his bed, under his mattress. He couldn't tolerate the basic, as he laid down, his whole body started burning. And he was saying, "Oof, oof," and he got up and they found those coins. Those days, coins were big marks. The coin marks were there in his body. He was in samadhi. Vivekananda didn't believe. He tried to check his eyes and things like that. He continued to be in samadhi. So what Vivekananda did, those days they used to smoke hookah. So he took the hookah coal, picked it up and put it in he was sitting like that, he put it in his palm to see whether the burning is going to. His whole hand got burned, he still didn't stir. Meaning, I would say the understanding of Ramakrishna, he is called a phenomenon. Today you will be surprised, New York University, Harvard, Stanford, they're all doing research, infinite religion and his infinite ways. It is not religion. He, like when you go down and raid a country, as a war between the country, you go and pulverize the whole country with hatred and etc. What he did, he pulverized the religion without any hatred. He discovered everything about Islam, everything about Christianity, everything about Vaishnavism, everything about Tantra. And then he said, look, you all are chasing for religion and fighting with each other for religion. Do you have fight with your own self? You. Do you have disinterest? The moment you start to talk about religion, many people say, "Oh my God, again we are talking about God, God, God." Somehow we have got very allergic to the word God. If you look carefully, we are. This is so-called the influence of the Western world. And Western world is following up Indian ancient ways. And we are drifting away and following the Western ways. Trying to be all this stuff. He said, do you have any fight with your own self? So find out who you are. Discover who you are. He is the only known person till now, whatever I've read and heard and criticism, who worshipped his own wife as the mother of the universe. They never had any relationship except for respect and faith. It's unheard of, unthinkable. And he made Mother and Swami Vivekananda, just before he left his body, and she was sitting, he did the worship, and it is called Phalaharini, meaning whatever phala he had, he gave it away to the mother, and Mother Kali is called Phalaharini. It's another name, meaning she takes away those so-called. He gave everything to Mother, Holy Mother. Holy Mother became another great saint. In the world, in the Western world, everybody said, why is your God always male? Why does it have to be male? So, when Vivekananda was asked this question, he said it is not true. In our country, in India, which is the next topic we're talking about, we worship women. Whereas in the patriarchal society is the Western world, where it's the father figure. God is the father up there. And in India, we worship mothers, and not only just worship mothers, we look at them. What the Paramahansa Ramakrishna is called a phenomenon. He's not somebody to be worshipped upon. He is something which happened. And you and I need to understand this. He combined all the religion in the world. He pulverized all the religion and made it into one. And that one religion is what we talked about, is the Vedanta. Many people do not know. You saw the slide, Totapuri. Totapuri is a disciple of Shankaracharya. And that is called Puri Sampradaya. Shankaracharya is also Puri Sampradaya. He is the one who started it. So, Ramakrishna Paramahansa is actually Ramakrishna Puri. Vivekananda is Vivekananda Puri, which most people don't know. That somebody asked Vivekananda, what is your name? He said Vivekananda. He said, why aren't you saying Vivekananda Puri? Now he went beyond that name. So he said, no, you can call me Vivekananda Kachori. To say that, look, it's not the name, it's not the stamp. Vivekananda brought India first into the world map in 1893, 11 September. People didn't know about India. You'll be amazed. In 1981, on my first visit to United States, I met people, Indians, who've been in US for about 32 years. You know what he was telling me? I was shocked. He said, I know. He was a great engineer. He was working with NASA. I know. You Indians, when you got out of your house, you're scared. A tiger might be around the corner, isn't it? I know you sleep. Just say he's an Indian. He's saying, I know you sleep in a bed of nail, isn't it? That's because of some acupressure and all that. I know there are always snakes and scorpions are lurking around India. This is the impression of India which 1893, 11 September, Vivekananda took up. Just think about the journey. 1893 was about 54 years before 1947. Independence, when they quit India, Britishers were asked to leave. At that time, till then, India, we were called Kalu and we were called slaves. And at that time, he went and told the Americans and the Britishers who were Gora and blonde hair, he said, stop acting like a sheep. I will show you how to become a lion. And that's why you see that book, I keep giving it to the children and many of you, Hari the Lion. It's a very famous story of the Hari the Lion. Enormous journey for you to understand this Vedanta, what we talked about. I got inspired into this just by studying Vivekananda and got guided to study more from his disciples. And I must say, first time when I got the message to start Vedanta, I didn't know anything about Vedanta, just like all of us. And I started asking in my meditation, how am I going to do it? I don't know anything about Vedanta. And notice, I got connected with everything. And today, I'm telling you, Paramahansa Ramakrishna's ashram in Pune, he is Srikantananda. I went and met him. I was talking to him and he said, which is your favorite Upanishad? And I told him Mundakya Upanishad. He said, Mandakya Upanishad? Wow, how much do you know? And I started talking to him. at the end of it, he said to Sharuda and me, I'm going to start an university here to train Vedanta. I said, you reserve 2 seats for us. We are going to learn Vedanta. You know what he said? He said, you don't need Vedanta training. Meaning, that's an honor he gave it to me. I'm saying, how did I start the journey? I don't know anything. I know just maybe a little drop. But that's the honor he gave it just by a little bit of Vivekananda's message, and it took up the journey. You took up the journey too. Towards the Women's Day, the first point is from the Vedanta. You know, why is this discrimination and the power struggle? Because you are stuck to your body and a name and a form. And your action is supposed to produce children. You're supposed to produce. You tell me, can you have a home which has got only structures and bricks and batter? You can't have a home unless there is a wife or a mother makes it. You know many bachelors live. You know how they live. It is not a home. But if a mother comes in or a wife comes in, it becomes a home. So it is the mother figure and the father figure, or the boy and the girls, the man and the woman are not separate. They have one. That oneness. They have body separate, mind separate, name separate, activities separate. Their emotion, feelings are separate. Sure. So getting into the world of reality, first you know we are one. So what happens in the oneness? In the oneness, you stop fighting with each other. You see that oneness, meaning Paramahansa, Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Jesus Christ, Allah is also there to worship the person. You worship the person. That is one. The second thing is, there's a beautiful statement by great lawyer of ancient India called Manu. You must have heard about Manu Shastra. Manu said this word: you cannot have a home unless it is the woman or the mother comes and makes it. It's from Manu. I had sent you all a letter yesterday. You all must have got it. Arish's got it. Bertrand Russell, great philosopher. You all have read about him. He says it is the strongest sex, meaning the male figure, is weaker to the weaker sex. Where is the doubt? Mother is the Shakti, woman is the Shakti. You notice even Shiva is lying underneath Kali Mata, no? Why? He's such a powerful, he is the universe. Shivoham, we say, no? And he is helplessly lying under Mother. Mother is the Maya, Mother is the Shakti, and he is the Purusha. You need both. He is the Brahman. But the Brahman cannot work without the Shakti. Brahman can't do anything. Your consciousness, which you have. You need every moment to do something. But you know what? Your consciousness can't do anything. It is there to just bring about your awareness. Vedanta tells you to make the consciousness work, you need your mind. You need your ego. You need your memory. You need your reflections. Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. All four you need, then only the consciousness will come into play. So on the Women's Day, I would like you all to first live the world of reality. Yes, during the feudal time, women have been tortured all over the world, in India, in Bengal, in all over the country. Girls were not allowed to study. Holy Mother Sharada, when he quietly took a book and started to read, you know what? Her brother came down and tore off the thing. He said, you're not allowed to read. Holy Mother, not allowed to read. Why? Because your duty is only in the kitchen. Yes, these things have happened. Today also happening. There are a lot of abuses go on. But once you start to take on a changing, today look carefully. Look carefully. Women are leading. You look at our world toppers today. And most of them are girls. They are leading. So you, as men or as women, understand the oneness one, and then start from the word of Shraddha, respect. See the mother. I learned from Paramahansa Ramakrishna, so I worship Divine Mother. Shraddha Ma'am is my mother. I worship her every day. I do pranam to her. I learned it. So start learning and change your pattern. It's very simple. Women and men. Men have great strength, muscles, Spider-Man, Superman. But their strength is like a mountain. And the woman's strength is like the running water. Running water is the strength, is the soft, is gentle, it quenches all your thirst, it makes you peaceful. Without water you cannot live. Water is your life. And that's running water. Just think, reflect on it. It's a great discovery for me. That running water drills through the mountain. From the Gangotri. What is Gangotri? Gangotri is the hole through the mountain where the Ganga came out from the glacier. Isn't it? So, the gentle lady folks, you're only got a gentle muscle body. But you're the one who creates. One tiny seed, you make it into a giant lady or a giant guy. Last thing, reflect upon them. I want to tell you a small story. One king with his favorite minister, prime minister, he was walking around and he saw one farmer with his wife and two kids. They were having a great time, so much of fun. And they were hugging each other, loving each other, joy, laughter, happiness. And king looked at them. He was awed and he told his minister, why is it they are so happy? I have everything, but I'm not happy. So the prime minister quietly said, sir, they do not have the fever of gold 99. He said, gold 99? What is gold 99? He said, I will tell you. So when he went back, he told king, you put one bag of 99 gold coin in front of the farmer's house. So king did that. Next day morning, farmer opened and he found a bag. So he opened it and he was shocked. Gold coins. And he started counting and he found 99. He counted again. Why is it 99? It should be 100, no? He counted again and he counted again. Then he called his wife. Hey, listen, I think I'm making a mistake. You count it now. She also counted. 99. He didn't believe. He said, call my son. Son started counting. 99. Now what happened? He had that great craving for, I want to make it 100. He started working very hard. Wife said, you're a fool. Why aren't you enjoying 99 gold that you got? At least start enjoying. He said, no. You can't spend it. We have to make it 100 first. Now wife said, what a monkey husband. Strife started. Struggle started. Wife took 2 gold coins and went for shopping. He came back. He was counting it every day, 2-3 times. He came and counted 97. He said, where are those 2 coins? She said, why? I took it for shopping. You're a fool. Why aren't you enjoying those? He said, what? And got into huge fight. King came to be aware of it. He was following it up. He called the minister. He said, call the farmer, call the wife. And he called him. And he said, don't get into the fever of 99. And this is what you and I are doing. We think it is an achievement. It is a target. It is a goal. And that's happiness. Happiness is not that. Contentment, happiness, peace. This is why I keep telling you, don't find fault in others. If you find fault in others and fault in others and fault in others, peace will go away from your mind. All the time you're detecting what's wrong with this guy. What is that wrong? What is that situation wrong? Don't find fault with anyone. Your mind will be peaceful and happy. Don't chase. It is not a target. It is not a goal. It is good to have goal, good to have, but remembering always, it's a journey. You have a nice day.